All right. Thank you, Andrew. Appreciate the intro, and he's absolutely right. To this day, I'm still not sure if Sugarbeet, if the S should be capitalized or not. So I just always capitalize it because why not? So yeah, as Andrew indicated, I am with Kratos Defense, and we are a national security-focused technology company. We adapted technology, driverless technology that we originally developed for the military into the ag space. And we are addressing certain challenges and hardening the supply chain with the technology. We collaborated with Mindak Farmers Cooperative and Mike a couple of years ago to put together the project and understand the deployments, and everything's been going really well. We'll talk a little bit about that today, and then at the end I have a little video that we put together, kind of shows the operation. So a lot of cool stuff. So in any case, as I said, we have deployed the vehicles with Mindak Farmers Cooperative in Wahpeton, North Dakota. And there's really three key elements that's enabling the perceived success, at least at this stage in the game, of the deployment. One is the operational domain. Our focus with the technology deployment in the ag space is a short haul, so we're doing 200-mile or less routes that are running pretty much 24/7. We're also deployed here in North Dakota, which is great. As everybody is very aware, North Dakota is very conducive to technology, and the state has a great innovative mindset towards the technology, so it's a huge enabler to the project. The second key element to the deployment is really the workforce, and you won't hear a lot of people talking about driverless technology and workforces much in the industry, but workforce is very key, and I'll dive into that in a minute. And then lastly, the assets of Mindak Farmers Cooperative, where we're actually using their trucks. So we're using their existing fleet, and what we essentially do is we operate and deploy these trucks in what we call a leader-follower platoon configuration. So that's a two-vehicle platoon. The lead truck is human-driven, which is where the workforce becomes critical. So we maintain the existing workforce. And as the lead truck is being driven, it's collecting navigation data and different things and transmitting that data to the follower vehicle, which follows behind completely unmanned. However, in this initial deployment phase, we do have a safety rider that operates in the vehicle, and they're basically along for the ride, and they can take over manual control at any time that they feel is necessary. So that's all part of the deployment, initial pilot deployment that we've done. Crawl, walk, run sort of mentality, getting going on the different routes that Mindak has, and Mike's going to talk a little bit about that. But essentially what we do with Mike's trucks is he sends the trucks down to my shop, which is in Florida. We retrofit the technology onto the vehicles. So we add navigation systems, we add computers, we add the communication systems, which transmit the data from the leader to the follower. We add sensors to the vehicles for situational awareness, obstacles, side obstacles, and of course the software. And like I said, the system transmits the navigation data from the human-driven vehicle to the follower. So the human in the lead vehicle is very critical to the system in that they are the decision maker in all scenarios. They guide the driverless truck behind them. They're spaced out somewhere between 200, 300 feet or so, and that's adjustable depending on the route that they're running and the operation that they're doing. The person in the lead vehicle can make decisions on the fly for edge and corner cases, right? So if something weird pops up, if there's a work zone or emergency vehicle, they can adjust the navigation, the driving of the vehicle, and the follower simply follows behind. And it's really pretty simple. We have the drivers right now. Mike's drivers or system operators actually, as they transitioned in Florida, they're being trained on the system. His trucks are down there as well. We're currently, I think this week, we're actually running on I-10, which we have some approved routes that we run for burn-in testing and training purposes and things of that nature. So yeah, everything's been going really well. I'll hand it over to Mike, and he can talk a little bit about the operation.
All right, thank you, Maynard. So one thing that I want to point out that is unique about this conference is, like you said, 4 years ago, I had no idea what the hell Kratos technology was, let alone Maynard and what they do. And then all of a sudden, they've got an autonomous leader-follower platooning system that specializes in short routes. And your ears perk up a little bit. Mindak Farmers Cooperative, we're located in Wahpeton, North Dakota. We raise about 100,000 acres of sugar beets annually, about 3 million tons or so. And all of those tons that are delivered to our processing facility to make into white, brown, and powdered sugar come by truck. Our longest haul getting those beets from the receiving station where the growers deliver them into our facility is 39 miles. I mean, it fit perfectly. We run 18 trucks, 24 hours a day. We start them up about the first part of September, and they run all the way till the middle of May. Those 18 trucks in that time period put on 2.5 million miles, and they don't leave a 2-county system. Wrap your head around that. They circumnavigate the earth collectively 25 times, and they don't leave Wilkin or Richland counties. So and the other thing, I mean, the need for it here is our company would like to expand. Right now we process about 10,000 tons of sugar beets a day. They all got to come in by truck. In order for us to expand to that 11, 12, 13, and ultimately 14,000, we need more bodies. CDL drivers are not moving to Wahpeton, North Dakota. So we try to pull from the Fargo market. Well, that means that that driver has got to drive 50 miles down to Wahpeton, drive 500 miles that day, and then drive back home. It's not an attractive thing. So the technology that Maynard's company and that we've provided and installed in these trucks is absolutely a perfect fit for what we do. So for attractive on the business end or the user end too, is it still has, like Maynard said, with the leader follower platooning, it still has an element of a person in there. It's not a Roomba running around bringing these things in. For us, our factory runs 24/7. Once we fire it up, it doesn't quit. And so in icy conditions, in foggy conditions, in blizzard type conditions, we still need to bring that kind of stuff in. This type of technology, retrofitting our existing trucks, we can switch it off and put a person in there if the weather gets tough as we walk, crawl, walk, and eventually run into the system. So no, a very, very good fit for us. We're very happy with this, where this has gone. And so far, it's been a success. Like you said, our trucks and our drivers are down at his facility in Florida right now. Do we need to send one guy down to bring it back, or can we still have to use two?
Yeah, we try not to cross state lines.
Okay. Yeah.
We'll send two.
Yeah, send two back, and then our plan is to deploy these systems here in the next couple weeks as we start hauling on the North Dakota side of the river.
One thing there is not a shortage of is people that want to go to Florida.
Yeah.
So in an effort to kind of keep things moving forward, moving along, we'll go ahead and run the video. I don't know how to start the video. Does somebody know? As you can tell, my marketing department is all about the dramatic effect, but that's really good. But anyways, it got you a taste of the different environments that we've operated these trucks. There's various keys that are strategic to this area. One is that you won't find a lot of driverless technology in the Northwest location. You won't find it in snow and icy conditions. And there was one other thing, but I can't remember, so I'll hand it off to Andrew and he can read from there.